Welcome, fellow dairy farmers. Sorry I haven't been posting anything for a little bit, but I took a 2-week vacation to western Montana and eastern Washington. We stayed in Whitefish, Montana, which is a gorgeous city on the flanks of the Rocky Mountains and Glacier National Park. It was a wonderful place to stay, and we enjoyed it very much. My name is Bruce, and most farmers drive tractors, but I drive a wheelchair. My family is 6th-generation dairy farmers here in Wisconsin. My great-great-great-grandfather came from Germany in 1849 to start farming in Wisconsin. We are the proud caretaker of 1,200 Holstein cows. We took the train across the country from Milwaukee to Whitefish and saw lots of interesting sights along the way. Really enjoyed the train trip. Wonderful way to travel. Then we stayed in Whitefish a few days and drove across northern Idaho into eastern Washington, where we were invited to a plowing bee at Takeo, Washington, right on the Washington-Idaho border. We were invited by Trevor Struthers, who has a YouTube channel, which is wonderful. I highly recommend it. It's just Trevor Struthers, and he farms out in eastern Washington. These scenes you're seeing are from eastern Washington, the Palouse area, one of the richest wheat farming areas in the country. It is very rolling, hilly, with gorgeous farmland. It was very exciting to see it, and you just learn so much watching these farmers out here. They farm right to the edge of the pavement on the roads and do not spare any land anywhere unless it is too steep or too hilly. It is very interesting to see the size of the fields and the scale of the farming. Since there are no roads between the fields or anything, these wheat fields are in the thousands to 10,000 acres. We went to the plowing bee in Willard, Washington, where they got together about 18 old tractor enthusiasts and just started plowing on a 160-acre field. Here's a cat pulling 10 bottoms, and as it's going up the hill, it couldn't make it, got stuck. Very interesting to see. They did some adjustments on the plow and then could keep going. But so interesting to see how they started at the top of the hill, plowed a strip down the middle, and as they worked out, they got rid of the headlands and just plow around in circle around the hill. That way they can minimize any erosion. And they just plowed the field in chunks. It was very interesting that while they were plowing with all these old plows and tractors, the farmer next door was working his field with modern equipment. So it was really fun to see. There was an old Case 1470 plowing on one side of the fence and a quad track working land with a field cultivator on the other. Very interesting. It was very interesting to see how things were done in different parts of the country. Very little of the land was actually worked before seeding. Everything was pretty much no-tilled in. So from Willard we went to another area of Washington down by Prescott and Dayton in an area that's called the Skyrockets. And again, many thanks to Trevor Struthers for showing us this area. It is incredibly steep Trevor says it's the steepest farmland in the country. And you can see the dark here is areas that is freshly seeded, and these side hills are incredibly steep. So go to Trevor Struthers' YouTube site and watch them as they harvest and seed this area of the country. Very beautiful and very, very interesting. With all of these hills, I could not find a rock anywhere. It's just gorgeous farmland and very little rain, so they don't have to worry about erosion. So they farm the side hills with specialized equipment. It is truly amazing and very, very beautiful. As I am flying over this with my drone, you can just see how steep it is and appreciate the skill of those combine drivers as they work these fields. Here you see just how steep the land is. It's the yellow, not the scrub ground on the right, but the yellow. And you see the tracks on how they combine and work these fields. Just amazing. And again, I recommend going to Trevor Struthers' YouTube channel to see more about this area. It is truly, truly amazing. And again, coming from Wisconsin, we have hills, but our hills are all rock, and there's not a rock to be found anywhere. We're just driving through the area to get a feel for how steep these farm fields are, and going to a spot where I can fly my drone. Thank you for watching and helping to explore this area of western Montana, eastern Washington. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, and if you really like it, subscribe. I appreciate it. And again, please go to Trevor Struthers' YouTube channel to see more on this area of Washington. Thank you very much, and until next time, we'll see you later. I want to give a huge shout out to my best friend and partner Cindy for all the help that she has given on this trip. Thank you.